Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikisha Lowe.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Women of Purpose. Lord. Can I invite you at this time to bow your heads as we pray?
So at this time, Wayne will be welcoming our special guests.
We have quite a number of very, very powerful persons with us today. Also on our platform, we're zooming live on our media platform. And we want to first recognize the president of the Custos of Mandeville, the Honorable Garfield Green. Joining us later will be the Minister of Agriculture and Fishery, the Honorable Floyd Green, along with our Acting Public Affairs Officer from the U.S. Embassy, Kingston, Ms. Shasari Slumka. We also have representing the Mayor of Mandeville, Donovan Mitchell, Councillor Jones Oliphant, he's with us also, and as you will hear also from Ms. Charlene McClocking, she is the Empowerment Officer of the Mandeville Youth Innovation Center right here in this parish. And also, this morning would not have been possible without our reapers that are here with us. And we just want to welcome them all, along with our young men and women of purpose, our team members, along with a very powerful CEO and founder, Ms. Lanicia Roden. Internationally, we have quite a number of our members that are actually online at this time. So we welcome them all along with our president, Ms. Terry. She is very excited about, being involved in this particular ceremony, dynamic ceremony, where we will be recognizing our reapers. This is the REAP Agri-Entrepreneurship program, where technology meets nature, where technology enhances the entrepreneurs that are sitting here before us this evening. So we give a general welcome. We have our media, and we have NCU TVs also here. We'd like to give a big shout out to them. If it wasn't for the pandemic, I'm sure there would be other medias that would be clamoring to be here, because this is history in its making. This is us defying the odds and using the platform to establish this particular venture where we interact with all our entrepreneurs, bringing them into the technological field and enhancing whatever their projects were. So ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you again. We welcome those on our platform, and we trust that we will have an awesome ceremony.
So we'll also like to take this time to welcome our international partner, Entrepreneurs Across Borders, more specifically the president, Mr. Kevin Langley, who is joining us online.
Thank you. We are going to jump right into things based off the programs that some of you have. And at this time, we are going to be very honored to welcome our CEO.
No, that's me. I'm doing this.
Okay, I'm jumping the gun. my co-host here, she will be doing the overview of the organization, after which we will jump into the CEO's presentation. Ms. Nikisha.
All right, so Young Women and Men of Purpose, otherwise known as YWOP, is a registered NGO that provides career mentorship and guidance, personal development and entrepreneurship training and support to young women and men between the ages of 13 and 32 years in the parish of Manchester, Jamaica. The organization, assists young women and men in identifying the career pathway they would like to take and provides step-by-step guidance to help them achieve their career goals through education and later to gain employment in order to break the barrier of continuous poverty. Additionally, we have our monthly mentoring sessions where mentees participate in career and development sessions and receive one-on-one mentoring from professionals on a regular basis. Since its establishment in 2009, the organization has received grant funding and donations of approximately $250,000 to execute several community service projects, such as the UN Habitat Urban Youth Fund for the Youth Entrepreneurship Project, YEP, which trained approximately 50 youths in entrepreneurship in the parish of Manchester and provided seed funding of $500 to the top 14 businesses to develop their businesses. The Commonwealth Youth Council and the CUSA International grants to implement the first phase of the REAP program. Donations for our annual Christmas treat for children with special needs and our annual back-to-school treat. The Canada Fund for Local Initiatives grant to implement the REAP Capacity Development or REAP 2 program, and for the second consecutive time, being the first organization to do so. The Canada Fund for Local Initiatives grant to implement the REAP Entrepreneurship or REAP 3 program, which provided entrepreneurship training and support, business coaching, mentoring, and seed funding for 20 young women in central Jamaica to start or further develop their businesses. Our current REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program is funded by the US Embassy under the Public Diplomacy Small Grants Program and the Expo Live Global Innovator Grant to further develop the organization's social enterprise, Link Your Purpose. YWOP is led by volunteers who are passionate about contributing to the development of their community and country. The volunteers of YWOP actively contribute to the growth and development of young people within the parish of Manchester by conducting The organization has embarked on expanding the services offered through our online career development platform and social enterprise, Link Your Purpose, and is poised to become one of the first sustainable youth-led NGOs in Jamaica through the Link Your Purpose technology or online career development platform. Based on our track record of creating impact, the organization received the Center for Voluntary Social Services, CVSS, NGO of the Year Award for 2018. Thank you. All right, so at this time, we'll be inviting our CEO and Executive Director, Ms. Lanissa Roden, to come and do the overview for the REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program. Please make her feel welcome.
Custos Rotarium, Honorable Garfield Green, Councillor Oliphant, other special guests, reapers, team members, good morning. I'm here to tell you a little bit about our REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program, which we have been implementing since last year. In 2019, we received an email from the US Embassy Kingston that we were successful, and by we, I mean young women and men of purpose, in our application for the Public Diplomacy Small Grants Program. to implement our REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program. Having implemented 3 previous versions of the REAP program, we were excited to take on the challenge of agri-technology, especially considering the challenge with global food security and the advancement in technology in the agricultural sector to improve food production, reduce waste, and increase access to food in rural communities. We experienced delays to implement the project, and then came COVID-19. And while it caused further delays to the program, it actually resulted in a blessing in disguise for us. We were able to increase the number of beneficiaries from an original 20 participants to 30 participants for the program. And we were also able to extend the program to agri-tech entrepreneurs, not only in central Jamaica, but right across Jamaica. By offering virtual training and offering business development grants of 100,000 Jamaican dollars each to 10 entrepreneurs. The agri-tech entrepreneurs, or reapers, as we call them, were engaged in virtual training for 9 weeks in the areas of entrepreneurship and business management, agro-technology, farm and supply chain management, financial management, and marketing. 20 reapers participated in our virtual business pitch, and then 10 reapers were awarded 100,000 Jamaican dollars each to further develop their businesses. The reapers have and are still engaged in business mentoring from local and international successful entrepreneurs. The program would not have been made possible without the support of our funder, the US Embassy Kingston, our international partner, Entrepreneurs Across Borders, our expert facilitators and guest presenters, our dedicated project team, and of course, our reapers. At this time, I invite you to watch our overview video of the journey of our reapers over the past 9 months. Right, so if you turn your eyes to the screen, you should see.
Our presentation will happen in a while. Could you put your hands together again for our CEO, Ms. Lanicia Roden? A very soft-spoken individual, but she's a global citizen. She is a driving force within our organization, and wherever the opportunities are, she finds them. We have a very powerful, powerful team that not only works locally, but works internationally. Quite a number of sleepless nights, project writing, and collaboration went into today's ceremony and the planning of the general activities throughout the weeks and the months. I think we're ready now, so we'll have the presentation. Okay, we're ready.
posse must work. I don't like that. Work. Every posse must work. Young or old, work harder. Every posse must work.
The REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program is an initiative of young men of purpose and young women of purpose, and made possible with the support of the Embassy of the United States of America and international partner Entrepreneurs Across Borders. The program has provided training and support to entrepreneurs and innovators in the agricultural industry in Jamaica. The main objective of the program was to transform agriculture in Jamaica by equipping young entrepreneurs who are in the agricultural field to develop and use technology and technological practices to improve on the current approaches to farming.
Only thing I knew crickets were good for is if you see like a green cricket close by, like pitching on your car or at your doorway, it's generally considered to be good luck. And also, we just know they put us to bed at night. At nights, like a million crickets off. So I had no clue that you could make a business out of crickets.
So I'm a second generation cricket farmer. Started working in this business very young. I can trace my first paycheck back to age 11, which is when I could, follow the Social Security trail. So I'm not sure, my dad may have worked me before that, but I can definitely, go back to that point in time. This is just a sampling of the products that we do. You got your different foods. You've got pellet food with freeze dried. We've tried to really do a lot of different insects and throw that in. This is a unique product. This is food and water all in one.
Since 2012, we have been implementing high-impact projects in the areas of entrepreneurship, academic and vocational skills, and personal development. The first Realize, Embrace, Achieve Your Purpose REAP program was launched in 2016, where personal development support services were provided for 15 young women who experienced abuse and teenage pregnancy. Our mission is to offer programs and opportunities that support youth career and life development.
Working is a thing that everyone should know. Every posse must work.
The program evolved and later provided capacity building in the areas of mathematics, communication skills, and information technology.
This is being done to ensure that budding entrepreneurs incorporate supply chain management, promote food security, and are resilient to natural disasters and global pandemics. Additionally, the REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program has been focusing on strategies that will reduce wastage, increase profits, enable economic empowerment, improve the local economy, provide financial stability, and improve access to affordable food for persons in rural communities.
Today, we are celebrating the fourth cohort of the REAP program in the form of the REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program, where 30 young agri-tech entrepreneurs from across Jamaica, both males and females, received training in agri-technology, entrepreneurship and business management, including financial management and marketing, and 10 received business development grants totaling $1 million Jamaican dollars to grow and expand their business.
We built Entrepreneurs Across Borders to help connect people to resources they need to grow and build communities. It's been a pleasure working with Lanicia, the young women and men of purpose, along with the support of the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica, to help connect some of the most inspiring people in Jamaica to each other and to great content from the REAP program. I really look forward to continuing these relationships and building stronger communities while we grow help each other grow.
How grateful I am to IWAP, the U.S. Embassy, all the people affiliated with putting this program on. I have benefited so much from all the teachings, the trainings, everything. that was presented during this program, I have been able to take my business to the next level. And the company started 2019 and it's just higher heights. We've expanded into honey soaps and hoping to do powdered honey next.
I just wanted to say thank you to the Young Women and Men of Purpose organization for administering the REAP Agri-Tech program. As a beneficiary, the knowledge that I received and the support given will help me in expanding my business and making it more sustainable.
My name is Arvil McFarlane, Managing Director and CEO of Morris McFarlane and Livestock Limited. Welcome to our farm. We operate a 10,000 plant hydroponic system where we grow iceberg and romaine lettuce. Take a look at our farm. I am also a participant and an awardee in the REAP Agri-Tech program, in which for 9 weeks we do intense online training in the business process. We have learned how to manage the entire operation of a business. Being a part of that program, I'm grateful because certain things I know now I didn't know before, and it's because of that program I've garnered a lot of information.
I'm Trina Atkins from Gertie's Agro-Produce in Manchester. I'm a participant in the REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program. As an entrepreneur, it is my duty to equip myself with the necessary skills to ensure the success of my business, and this program has provided me with the opportunity to do so.
My name is Daniel Lewis, owner of Gyre Farms. The REAP Agri-Tech training has literally changed my life. The program put my dreams into perspective and was the rev that my engine needed. This program gave me the tools and the practical how-to get my farm to the next level, which for me was most valuable.
After pitching their businesses and business ideas, 10 entrepreneurs were selected and awarded 100,000 Jamaican dollars each to start or grow their businesses. The funds were used to purchase equipment, raw material, and access technical support for the entrepreneurs.
The grant that was allocated at the end of the program was extremely helpful. It allowed me to standardize my product through the Bureau of Standards and increase the amount of boxes I have in my apiary.
And many entrepreneurs have reported the positive impact and growth already seen in their businesses because of this assistance. The Reapers also participated in a virtual field trip in the form of a virtual farm tour of Chambers Hydroponics Farm in Manchester.
The REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program has been made possible through the U.S. Embassy Kingston under their Public Diplomacy Small Grants Program, and is supported by our international partner, entrepreneurs across borders.
The program will culminate with a REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Symposium and Awards Ceremony, where Reapers will be able to display their businesses in the Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Hub to a virtual audience.
You should love. Working is a thing that everyone should love. Everybody must work. Work. Everybody must work. Work harder.
All right. So quite an overview of what we've been up to for the past couple of years, and more specifically for this project. So at this time, we'll be jumping right into the greetings.
We're going to take this opportunity to welcome our first citizen of the parish, Custos Rotolorum, the Honorable Garfield Green. Could you put your hands together as we welcome Mr. Green to the podium? Thank you.
I must thank Miss Nikisha Lowe and Mr. Rain Reed, who have been guiding us so well so far. Ms. Lanisha Roden, founder and executive director of the Young Women and Men of Purpose. Our reapers who are here this morning, and we have other distinguished guests among us and those who are present virtually. Good morning to you all. Is my mic working? Oh, good morning. Thank you. All right, I've really been listening and watching the video, and I have it in my speech, but I am hasten to say congratulations to Ms. Roden and her team. I think you have been doing an awesome job. But I must say thanks to the young women and men of purpose for extending an invitation to me to attend this Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Symposium. It's indeed a pleasure for me to be here this morning. The Realize, Embrace, and Achieve Your Purpose initiative is one that aligns with the Beliefs, Values, and Attitudes initiative developed by the Office of the Custos of Manchester. And I will quickly say that I look forward to partnering with YWAP and YMOP in going forward. I endorse this valiant move that has been made towards helping the young women and men of this parish to reap. Let us be mindful that whatever we do in Manchester will have an impact nationally. And I'm seeing that today, but you have also gone international. You have extended yourself beyond the borders of Jamaica. I therefore extend my warmest congratulations and best wishes to the founders, leaders, and the members. You really have done well, and that's very impressive. Your successes can be attributed to the support given by your stakeholders and other agents of change. I therefore join you in thanking them for helping you to achieve the group's mission. Though REAP, R-E-A-P, is an acronym, in its literal form, to reap anything, one would have to work for it. And I could hear the background music playing, right? That we must work and work hard. And I do know that the reapers have worked hard. And part of the criteria for the young women and men of purpose is that to be successful, you must work hard. This program has been of great benefit to some of our young women and our young men. It has helped them to be more disciplined, more knowledgeable, and being able to use technology to improve efficiency in farming. Undoubtedly, the training will result in minimizing waste and realizing a larger profit from your trade. I'm also pleased to know that the Young Women and Men of Purpose group not only focuses on one area, but provisions are also being made to offer effective mentorship and guidance in other areas. So ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to extend my warmest congratulations at this time to those who successfully participated in the REAP Agri-Tech program and will be awarded today. I wish you all the best as you now move on to another phase of your lives. Earlier I mentioned, and I have to put this in, that I look to partner with the young women and young men of purpose, because when I look at what you have achieved and what you're doing, one of the things from the Office of the Custos is the Beliefs, Values, and Attitudes initiative. And I do believe that we can achieve more if we partner with you. So I will speak with Ms. Roden to see how we can do that. And talking about farming, the government has launched a tree planting initiative to plant 3 million trees across Jamaica by 2022. Manchester has joined, so we have committed to planting 200,000 trees by 2022. That's 1 tree per citizen of the parish. So if your young people can come on board and help, that's not a far off number for us to reach. So in closing, I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors as you continue to serve. There are many ways in which we can support the growth and development of our people and our nation. There is good in our people. There is good in our country. Let us help to build a better Jamaica. Thank you.
We'd like to thank the Costas for We'd like to thank the Costas for those very encouraging words. And sir, we will be on your heels, as you have mentioned that you will be partnering with us and you'll be speaking to our CEO, so you'll be seeing so much more of us. Thank you again for being here and for your contribution.
All right, thank you so much. So at this time, we'll be joining Ms. Sharsari Slumka, who is the Public Affairs Officer for the U.S. Embassy Kingston. She'll be sharing with us virtually.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, the Honorable Floyd Green, Custis of Mandeville, the Honorable Garfield Green, His Worship the Mayor, Councilor Donovan Mitchell, members of the Young Women and Men of Purpose team, President and founder of Entrepreneurs Across Borders, Mr. Kevin Langley, REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship participants, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to be with you this morning to bring you greetings on behalf of U.S. Embassy Kingston for this timely and important partnership. The partnership with Young Women and Men of Purpose to implement the REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneur Program came during a phase when a number of small farmers and agricultural entrepreneurs were undergoing drastic social, economic, and financial adjustments as a result of the heightened and uncertain nature of the pandemic, environmental and climate-related challenges. The world's growing population is increasingly dependent on vulnerable food production as the climate crisis undermines long-standing agricultural practices, threatening to damage the sector and keep millions of people in poverty. Innovative approaches are urgently required to improve food security and drive economic growth. As a strategy to aid in the process of food security and the approach to farming in Jamaica, U.S. Embassy Kingston was more than happy to partner on an initiative that supports the empowerment of local farmers along every aspect of the value supply chain. We know investments in agricultural innovation can enhance existing approaches and deliver new ways to sustainably increase agricultural productivity, improve livelihoods, conserve nature and biodiversity, and adapt and build resilience to climate change. Not only is this a plus for farmers and their families and their communities, it's good for society as a whole and the planet. We all stand to benefit by sharing best practices and raising innovation ambition in this space. Launched in 2020, with a revised approach to how they would pivot in light of the pandemic, the REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program sought to empower emerging and established agricultural entrepreneurs to enable their full economic potential. Through a set program of guided entrepreneurial activities, mentorship, and in some cases, seed funding, the program was able to foster prosperity, inclusive development, job creation, and further strengthen the U.S.-Jamaica partnership at a local level. It is my hope that the participants of this program will continue to prosper from the knowledge and best practices gained through this program. But I also hope that you all are empowered enough to train others in the knowledge that you now possess. Ladies and gentlemen of the 2020 REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneur Program, I would like to congratulate you on successfully completing the program. We at U.S. Embassy Kingston look forward to the innovations which will help you to transform the agro industry and that lead to increased productivity and prosperity. Thank you.
Mr. Kevin.
Many years ago, can you hear me? Many years ago, I attended a World Bank event in Montego Bay. And one of the professors asked me to coach and judge a competition. And that's how I met Lanicia. And I remember this very underspoken but very passionate woman laying out her vision for the future. And as I sat here watching our guest speakers talk, honorable speakers talk, it's very special because I'm realizing that her vision has come to fruition and the impact that she's having. She planted a lot of seeds back then, and now she's reaping some of the success here and the impact she's having on the participants in the program and also the other partners. And I just want to remind everybody that sometimes things take a long time. We've all been faced in this global pandemic with some significant challenges. Some of us has lost relatives and friends, as I have as well. But in spite of the global pandemic, this program has continued on. And it's a reminder to us how difficult it is to be an entrepreneur and to particularly be an agri-tech entrepreneur, because you're the innovators and things don't always work. And Lanicia and her team is a testament of the resilience, the specialness, and as the Honorable Green just said, the good of the people of Jamaica. You represent the goodness of Jamaica. It's also an honor for me to be sitting here in the United States with Shar Suri as representing the U.S. Embassy and the impact that they've had on providing the support they have to the program. And I can see the tangible results of people coming together and the goodness of people and making something special in spite of the challenges we've had over the last year or two. Remember, this program morphed last minute. And as Lanicia said, it's had a much bigger impact than we even envisioned. So those challenges actually become opportunities, as we've talked about during the program. As a reminder to us, I want to say that when I originally spoke at the opening session, I said I look forward to the community that we're building, and it's not just the community in Mandeville and the surrounding areas. It is expanded throughout Jamaica, and these relationships have actually expanded throughout the world. If you think about it, you have met with some of the most innovative and creative people in the United States, some of the entrepreneur speakers that we have, and you saw David Fluker earlier. As a reminder to everybody, not everybody gets to see this, but last Tuesday, Jermaine had a conversation with David in the mentoring group. And David, as you know, has traveled to Jamaica and loves Jamaica and is also committed to coming back to Jamaica. So these relationships, even though technically this program is sunsetted, our relationships continue and our community continues. And you have that commitment, just like I committed to Lanicia probably 8 to 10 years ago. I'm still here. I'll still be here in 10 more years, hopefully. I look forward to meeting everybody in Jamaica as well. The mentorship groups are just getting started. And as a reminder to the other partners that are on the call, we've spent the last 5 or 6 months building a platform to be able to support these relationships and this continued dialogue, not just through Zoom, but through other technologies. And we will continue to build that out in the commitment as Lanicia and her team moves on with other programs. So I really, really encourage the participants to provide a lot of feedback of what's worked and what hasn't worked, and to stay in the game. We have friends here, we have community here, and I look forward to continuing those relationships. And thank you. It's truly an honor to be part of this program. And I see so much specialness. And like the Honorable Green said, there's so much good in Jamaica. Let's continue that good. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Just want to thank Mr. Kevin Langley, our president, for those encouraging words, and continue to wish us all the best. At this time, I'm going to invite to the podium Mr. Jones Oliphant. He's a counselor representing the mayor of Mandeville. Mr. Oliphant, sir.
Honorable Costas, members of the executive, exhibitors, guests, and participants, good morning. I'm here representing the mayor of Mandeville because he couldn't make it, so he asked me to be here as the president of the Manchester Association of Branch Societies, the JAS, and also a member of the Agricultural Committee of the Manchester Municipal Corporation. You see, agriculture is very important to all of us. It's the sustaining evidence that we have in our country. And this morning, I want to say heartfelt congratulations to all our young entrepreneurs in agriculture. You are a special breed. You are the ones who we expect to change the landscape of Jamaica in terms of agriculture, and to make agriculture be the backbone of our country. I can see our Minister of Agriculture is coming in, Honorable Floyd Green. Welcome to Manchester, sir. Good to have you. And I would like to see agriculture take back its respective place in this country. There was once upon a time when we exported bananas. We exported orange, pimento. We exported potatoes. We exported a lot more things, agriculture. And because of that, there was a wealth that was created in this country that we'll never see again. It is also true that we helped to build Europe, and England in particular, through the sugarcane industry. And many of us sitting here, if not all of us, have had a taste of the sugarcane field. And we know what that has done. Because we have declined in agriculture, it has also made our standard of living declined also. Because agriculture is such an ingenious product that once you invest in it, you can reap great rewards. I don't know if it's because this generation had been so close to the generation that were in slavery, why we do not like agriculture. But my wish is that with the new generation, the new age of agriculture, we will see a great difference in the Jamaican economy. In the days prior to abolition of slavery, Manchester's population was never as large as that of the surrounding parishes. because the hilly terrain was not suited for cultivation of sugar, which was then the island's most lucrative crop. However, after emancipation, many of the newly freed slaves moved into the area to grow coffee and other crops on hillside farm. And those of us who are not too old will remember the days in Mandeville when we used to have a lot of farms that were producing milk. And there was a particular horse-drawn cart that would deliver milk to the different homes in and around Mandeville, coming from Broomfield Street and around Mandeville. How many of you remember those days? And still in those days also, just behind the market, there was an era where you would leave all the horses and the donkeys that were ridden to market by the then population. And you would have milk delivered to your gate every morning by 7:30, followed by the newspaper. And by 8 o'clock, the bread van, the horse-drawn bread van, would leave the bread on your doorstep. So what would happen is, by the time you take your coffee at 8:15, you would have the milk, you would have your newspaper to start the day. All that has gone. The landscape has changed. Gone are the dark days of agriculture, when knowledge was limited only to those who had, and subsistence farming was the order of the day. We are living in a new age of agriculture. And when we think of today, we think of hydroponics. And when I look over there, I'm so pleased to see what is taking place. Many of our arable lands have gone into housing, unfortunately. Many of the lands that used to produce the best crops have gone into housing, and we have created concrete jungles. But because of your spirit and the spirit of entrepreneurship, it means that we can regain that agricultural position by using less space to produce more agricultural crops. Of course, the industry has not been left behind. Our grandparents and great-grandparents did their bit, but we must now take it from there. Gone are the days when we picture a farmer going to his field with a hoe, a machete, and a fork. Now, you can go to your field in whatever way you can without these implements. Thanks to the vision of this organization, surely you're trying to make a difference. And when I look at the statistics that you have and the amount of persons that you have helped to contribute in terms of entrepreneurship, I would like to see if it could double on a yearly basis. It means that there would be more hope for Jamaica. In spite of all that we may have, in spite of all what we may achieve, a beautiful home, a beautiful car, we also need to eat. And we must feed ourselves, and feed ourselves in the most lucrative and best way, wherein nutrition can be a part of our daily diet, wherein we can live better, and our farmers can be uplifted. The next generation of farmers in Jamaica will make a difference. You are the ones who will make this difference. We are depending on you to make a difference. We are depending on you that where we now have 10 entrepreneurs in agriculture, we will have 100. Unless we embrace a vision like this, then Jamaica will have a great problem. The Manchester Municipal Corporation is proud of your growth and development over the years. We are thankful for the key stakeholders who were able to make this possible. I can rest assured that we will continue to grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let us welcome the new age in agriculture and the new age in Jamaica. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oliphant, representing the Manchester Parish Council, and we thank you all and congratulate you and the council for the work that you have been doing within this parish. A very positive note to end on. Eat what you grow and grow what you eat. We're honored this evening to have with us the Minister of Agriculture and Fishery, Mr. Floyd Green, and I'm going to invite at this time to the podium Ms. Sanika Nita, who will do the introduction.
Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries and team, Honorable Custos, Councillor Oliphant, Acting PAO, Kevin Langley, members of the executive, reapers, guests, and well-wishers, good morning. The Honorable Floyd O'Brien Green is the youngest Minister of Agriculture. With deep roots in St. Elizabeth, he is now serving his second term as Member of Parliament. In September 2020, he secured the first second-term victory for a JLP member of the Parliament in a contested election for St. Elizabeth Southwestern since 1967. A champion to the food heroes in the breadbasket parish of Jamaica, Minister Green was molded by Bonron College and further harnessed by the University of the West Indies. He read for a degree in history and a minor in political science at UWI Mona, and then was awarded his Bachelor of Law degree with honors in 2006 from UWI Cave Hill, beginning his career as attorney at law. Minister Green is a founding member of the Mona Campus Youth League, which was the first chapter established for Generation 2000, the young professional affiliate of Jamaica Labour Party. From 2016, he served as the Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, and then was assigned Minister of State in the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture, and Fisheries in 2019. Following his exceptional performance in the ministry, Minister Green was appointed and is now serving the people of Jamaica as the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the Honorable Minister Floyd O'Brien Green.
Let me see. Yes, this is better. Our Custos of Mandeville, the Honorable Garfield Green, of course, Councillor Oliphant, representing the Municipal Corporation, and His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Donovan Mitchell, Miss Shar Sarsi. I definitely got that wrong. Thankfully, you're not here to glare at me. I think you are online, and I know you are the Public Affairs Officer. Please forgive me. When I meet you in person, you will tell me how to say it properly, and I will get it right. Specially invited guests, of course, the critical person here, Miss Roden, our founder and executive director of Young Women and Men of Purpose, participants in the REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning again, everybody. Have you been having a good morning thus far? I don't feel the excitement. I don't feel the energy. So I'll try it again. Good morning again. Isn't this like the closing out ceremony of something game-changing that has happened? Yeah, man, give yourself a round of applause. Today is a day of celebration. Today is a day where we gather to think about all the work that we have put in to reach to this stage. Today is a day that we seek to chart a path towards helping Jamaica be more economically dependent. So today is a day of celebration. And I'm happy to be here, especially with you, the 30 participants in the REAP program. And I'm happy that you have decided to take this path. And I'm extremely impressed, and she knows it to be true, with the work of Miss Roden and her team. I think the group has been doing a tremendous job engaging our young people and ensuring that their talents are given an opportunity to shine. I want us to give them a big round of applause. You know, again, I know running a volunteer organization is not easy. I know, especially in a pandemic, it is even more challenging. I know just getting funding and partnership is so frustrating at times. So the fact that you guys have kept it going and that you continue to invest and give to the young people and give them this space to shine, I really appreciate it. I just want to encourage all of you, Lady Roden, keep it up. Don't stop. A lot of good things is happening, right? Give her another big round of applause and your entire team. Today is a difficult day for me, a very difficult day. But I had to be here. I had to be here because I think it's such good work and because it directly aligns with what we're trying to do at the ministry. And I want to thank Councillor Oliphant. I think he has given my speech for me. So I can just say thank you, Councillor, and just say I was here, I'm happy to be here, and I congratulate you all and leave. But I'll say a few things, and I'll try to keep it short, as short as possible. Part of what we're doing now at the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries is really to help craft what we call the new face of food, right? We want people to take a different look at agriculture and fisheries. And we want you to take it in a very real way. So we want agriculture and fisheries to look different based on the people who are now being engaged in the space. But we also want to ensure that in that different look, we are focusing on the critical elements to drive our country forward. So the new face of food is not just about agriculture and fisheries, but it's about focusing on our food security, focusing on agribusiness, focusing on incorporating climate smart technologies, and ensuring that we're expanding exports. I don't want you, as you sit here, to be thinking about your entrepreneurship enterprise just in relation to the population of Jamaica. If you're doing that, you will be holding yourself back. So our focus at the ministry is food security, agribusiness development, our climate change realities, and export expansion. So this program, you would understand, directly aligns with what we're trying to do. Because part of what we're trying to do is to ensure that at the new face of agriculture, youth is the center. And also that youth are choosing agriculture. So again, I know that this organization could have gone into so many different areas in relation to the program that you put forward. But the fact that you have engaged young people who have chosen agriculture is one of the reasons that I had to be here. And I hope that you all appreciate that agriculture is a viable choice. And again, I may be preaching to the choir, but I need all of you to preach the message that we're not asking you to get involved in agriculture just because it is nice to do. We're not asking you to get involved in agriculture because we just want you to continue along the path that Jamaica has been on. We're asking you to get involved in agriculture because through agriculture, you can create generational wealth. You can make money. You can be comfortable if you do it properly. And if you take the approaches that you have learned in this REAP program and apply it to your agribusiness venture, then you can do well. So part of what we're doing at the ministry in crafting this new phase is focus on a number of the things that you have heard and that you've spoken about. Agriculture is different. And in Jamaica, we have to start approaching it differently. Thankfully, there are a number of people who are approaching it differently. Agriculture now does not mean you're going out into a field with a fork. Those days have gone. We still have farmers who are doing that, but the reality is that we have to keep up with the times. And now you have so many people who are doing agriculture without using soil at all. Soil doesn't need to be what you grow in. In fact, one of my top young farmers grows in his back room, that he does a full vertical hydroponic system, growing vegetables, lettuce mostly, that he sells to supermarkets in and around his community, and is now looking to buy a house out of the proceeds that he has made. And he does that in the back room of his house. So part of what we're doing at the ministry is trying to ensure that we get more of our farmers to engage in the modern technology agriculture, a smarter agriculture. And that is why this year we have programmed some funds in RADA to ensure that we're going to be purchasing 4 drones that we will use across Jamaica in our extension services to help our farmers do more precision-based agriculture. Now, these are not just drones to take pictures. These are drones that can assess the heat, stress level of your plants, can help you in relation to water, in relation to fertilizer, things of that nature. That is where agriculture is now. Agriculture is about a man throwing up a drone and saying, listen, I don't need to water my entire field because only half of the field under stress. So I can save on my investment in water by just watering those plants that need it at this present time. So part of what we're trying to do is to infuse technology in our extension services. The other thing that we're doing is, again, you may know about our RADA program, and as you know, our extension officers go out and are to engage farmers. Now, to be honest, we do have some significant challenges. We have 1 extension officer to 2,000 farmers. There's no way 1 extension officer can reach 2,000 farmers in any year. So one, we're working to get more boots on the ground, and I'll tell you a little bit about that, but also we're working to use the technology to ensure that when you go to visit, the visit is worthwhile. And again, we can use the technology to track these things. So we are now engaging in an extension management service that all our extension officers will sign up on. That is a software program that is loaded on their phones. So one, when they go out to a farmer, they can log. So I can pull up a database and I can tell you, it's not there yet, but by next year, I can tell you exactly where all my extension officers are. Who are they engaging with? How long did they spend? What did they talk about? Where is that farm? By you our farmers. Additionally, we're looking to put more boots on the ground. And we have started an agricultural aid program where we're taking young people from communities. We're working with the Hard Trust NTA. We're training them, especially in these highly productive zones, so that they can apply and give extension services to the people around them. So you don't have to wait on the extension officer that has to come to visit. You have somebody in your community, a young person who, again, under the HOPE model, will be trained and certified after 1 year, who will provide that sort of extension services. So we're really serious about engaging in the technology needed to drive agriculture forward, and also engaging our youth. And hopefully you would have heard some of the things that we're going to be doing now for our youth who want to engage in agriculture. So if you're not youth, you can't get it. And we're going to do it on preferential terms. Agri-Invest Corporation, they can walk you through the process. No, it doesn't mean that just because you're youth, you can turn up and say, Minister say, land there for it, so just give me some land. No. One of the biggest threats that we have to agricultural land in Jamaica is not housing, is lack of use. Because the lack of use is what drives other people to think about other uses to put the land to. So we're not just saying it's for youth, for young people to come and not use it. We're saying if you're serious, you have a business idea, you don't have to have a plan, but a business idea, we will handhold and carry you through the planning phase and help you to get the land that you need to advance your agricultural business. Additionally, I have always believed from my days at the Ministry of Youth that you don't plan for youth. You plan with youth. And unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit it, slowly but surely, I'm moving out of the youth bracket. Slowly. But the reality is that we need your input if we're going to ensure that the plans that we have for you are actually plans with you and are catering to your needs. So this month, or in June, by next month, July, you will see us do a call for what we call an advocate council. And no, not advocate, it's an advocate council. It's an agricultural advocate council, where we're looking to choose a set of young people from right across Jamaica who will sit with me as minister every 2 months or so, and we'll develop proposals, we'll look at the ideas that we have, and will tell us if this is really catering to our young people. And we'll hopefully guide policy around incorporating more youth in agriculture. The other two things is that we're expanding a program which is very similar in name to this one. It's called REAP as well, but it's RYEEP, and it means Rural Youth Economic Empowerment Program. And that program provides 3 months of training for youth in agribusiness. It also provides a $50,000 grant at the end of the term, and it also provides you with 6 months mentorship to ensure that your agribusiness does well. In fact, we've expanded this year, and we're going to be looking to take in 750 youth from across Jamaica. If you know people who may be interested, you will see the application process through the Jamaica 4-H clubs as we look to drive more direct youth involvement in agriculture. And if you did not hear, we just announced that we're upping the amount of scholarships we provide for young people who want to be trained at the tertiary level in agriculture. Again, agriculture is not guesswork anymore. We want more persons out in the field or in the back rooms who are trained. And as such, this year we're providing $35 million in scholarships for those who want to pursue agriculture at the tertiary or vocational level. So we're really serious about engaging our youth. So I say to all of you, you have made the right choice. And I'm very interested to see how you are not just focusing on the primary production part of agriculture, but the true value chain addition, which is where we have to go if we're going to really maximize the amount of money we make from agriculture. The good thing is that we're seeing significant increases in agricultural exports, both at the primary production level and at the value added level. So some of you may not know that in a crisis year, which 2020 was, in a year where we hardly had flights coming in and out of Jamaica, our agricultural exports grew by 8.4%. What does it mean in real terms? Something like yams went up by 20-odd%. We made 37 million United States dollars from the exportation of yams. Ackee, we made $31 million US from the exportation of ackee. Our sauces and condiments went up by, again, I think about 20%. We made $29 million from the exportation of sauces. The good news, the first quarter of this year, it's up again by 4%. That means the demand for Jamaican produced items and for our fresh fruits and vegetables is immense. Have I ever told you the story about Jamaican mangoes? And how when we worked very hard to get back into the US market in 2019, that first year, we sent 1,300 boxes of mangoes. And then in the second year, as the mango season started, COVID-19 came, and we said, Jesus, look how mango thing will flop. And we ended up sending 9,000 boxes of mangoes in the second year because the importer was so confident of the market he had that he chartered a plane to come and pick up mangoes every 2 weeks. And did I tell you that now we are still having real problems with flights because everybody is cramming for the same cargo space. So mid-season, we have sent only 15,000 boxes, already up almost 200% on last year. And what has the importer done again? Chartered a plane because he's trying to make 30,000 boxes of mangoes. How many states are we supplying? About 3. New York, Washington, Florida. The tremendous potential of agricultural export is something that we can touch and feel. We just don't have enough. And I've just told you about the US. We just got back into the UK market. We've already gone 3,000 boxes in the UK market. I have a guy who found me on Instagram who, him just want me to send anything I can. He said, Minister, when the banana land, they land at 10 and they're done by 4. Pine, everything. And again, he is now bringing a new line of Jamaican sauces. So I say to all of you, 1, take what you've learned in this REAP program and move forward confidently in agriculture and agribusiness. Study your markets. Ensure that you are not restraining yourself to what you see around you and that you're looking further afield. Don't be afraid to have history so that we can help you along your journey. You are not only the next generation of agri-entrepreneurs, you're the next generation of millionaires and billionaires. So I want you to remember me. So when I send you a little letter, you just say, yes, Minister, no problem. You're going to do well. So I'm happy to share this with you, and I'm happy you've chosen agriculture. And together, we will craft the new face of food. So please, as you realize, embrace, and achieve your purpose, our ministry, the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, we are here to provide for you and to provide for our youth with the support that you need to help us create a stronger Jamaica. We will not only build back, but we will build back better. Thank you, everybody.
Please keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen. As I said earlier on, these are exciting times, very, very exciting times, and we are very, very honored that the minister, being a very, very busy individual, took some time out to come to our ceremony. I am even more elated that so much is being done for agriculture, sir. My son is a third-year student. So when I heard about the scholarship, I said, he is not passing the door without we speak. And so much is happening. We are in the mango time, and my friends have been asking, especially one, I tutor her son, to send mangoes for her because the price at which she's seeing mango in Barcelona for from Jamaica, it is absolutely impossible. So we are doing a very good thing here in Jamaica. We are engaging the land, which will bring us out of this economic problem as the government and the minister strive to introduce new and more specific programs, especially for the young people. Madam CEO, we're going to have to talk about our program for the old people, those who are going out, but we continue to applaud you, sir, and your team. We are quickly moving along. We're going to ask our empowerment officer from Manchester, Ms. Charlene McClocking, to come. She's going to do a presentation, sir, and say thank you. And we would love for you, we know you're very busy, we'd love for you to help to award some and to give out some of our certificates before you leave. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Honorable Floyd Green, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, on behalf of Young Women and Men of Purpose, REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program, we would like to present this gift to you. Please accept it as a token of our appreciation for you being here with us this morning as our guest speaker. We really, truly appreciate the sacrifice you have made for being here. Thank you so very much.
My name is Daniel Lewis, owner of Jerry Farms. And like most of us here, I come from very humble beginnings. I watched my parents give to and provide for us and others, even when they had very little for themselves. As a family, we struggled, but we were taught never to worry because the Lord will provide. After college, I started working in the corporate world and I realized that I could function, but I was not happy. I wanted to be financially and socially free. My journey started in 2016 with my quest to purchase small ruminants and start a farm. My parents always planted crops such as breadfruit, planting bananas, and etc. But I wasn't satisfied with the traditional backyard farming. I wanted to treat it as the lucrative and high-value business. The word Jireh is a biblical term with Hebrew origin, which means the Lord or Creator will provide. My name is Daniel Lewis, owner of Jireh Farms. And like most of us here, I come from very humble beginnings. I watched my parents give to and provide for us and others, even when they had very little for themselves. As a family, we struggled, but we were taught never to worry because the Lord will provide. After college, I started working in the corporate world and I realized that I could function, but I was not happy. I wanted to be financially and socially free. My journey started in 2016 with my quest to purchase small ruminants and start a farm. My parents always planted crops such as breadfruit, planting bananas, and etc. But I wasn't satisfied with the traditional backyard farming. I wanted to treat it as the lucrative and high-value business that it is. From that desire, God began to provide. We transformed our backyard into a full-fledged backyard farm with much more structure. We planted corns, sweet potatoes, okra, pumpkin, and this made me extremely happy. Individuals with valuable inputs was introduced to us. Video and online training sessions became accessible, and some of the relationships even formed out of nowhere. My main aim is to meaningfully contribute financially to the vulnerable, unattached, and by extension the economy, and provide comfort for my parents for the remainder of their years. With the scarcity and some glut we experienced last year in the pandemic, this led me to a simple research that we can produce but is underproduced. I found out that up to 2019, Jamaica imported 21 million kilograms in produce, which is valued at $17 million US. These imports include herbs and condiments, fruits and vegetables. This for me was alarming. Looking back, Jireh Farms produced over 2,500 pounds of sweet peppers, 2,000 pounds of sweet potatoes, and for me, this is a great accomplishment. It drove us to acquire another piece of 4.5-acre property where we intend to plant sweet potatoes for export with caritas and Scotch bonnet peppers for our agro-processors such as Ashman's Limited and Walker's Wood. Our technique is to utilize good agricultural practices while employing permaculture and crop rotation to ensure the sustainability of our environment and by extension, our business. Our model is to continue producing in our backyard, but use this 4.5-acre property to maintain and further develop our farm. The two crops that we will be doing, we estimate that from the Scotch bonnet peppers, we'll be planting 7,000 plants, and we're estimating that each plant should give us ½ pound of pepper, which would mean we intend to reap 3,500 pounds every fortnight at $60 per pound, which we expect to earn 210,000 fortnightly for a 3-month period. We expect approximately 8,000 kilograms of sweet potatoes from the 2 acres at $120 per kilo. The agricultural industry is segmented by what you call high-value market buyers, such as exporters, supermarkets, agro-processors, hotels, restaurants, just to name a few. The estimated value of purchases by agro-processors of selected agricultural produce based on the 2013 farm gate prices was $10.3 billion. And I can show you a breakdown below. Just to use one example, hot peppers. At that time, it was $208 per kilogram, and the agro-processors demanded 5,620 kilo of hot peppers, which is a total of 1.1 million Jamaican dollars. The total demand from the hotel sector for selected fresh produce is projected to reach US $31 million by 2017, from an estimated US $27 million. Irish potatoes, papayas, cantaloupe, and yams would make up the bulk of this demand. And again, you can see where I highlight the prices and the projection that was made in 2017, so you can just imagine now. Jamaica is known to have approximately 225,869 farmers, so those are my competition. However, we at Gyra Farms, we will endeavor to provide consistent, high quality, on-time delivery of our produce for our customers. My team is made up of my family, Nigel, Paula, Janelle, Brianna, and we are all working together, and I'm pretty sure in future our team will expand. Gyra Farms is now in its transitional phase from a backyard farm to providing consistent and high quality produce to the local and international market. I successfully completed the 4-H REAP agriculture program on crop production. Also, my business proposal was accepted by the Agro Investment Corporation, and I was awarded 10 additional acres of land. We will be farming in the future on a total of 15.5 acres. I also received commitments from exporters and agro-processors to purchase my produce. This grant of 100,000 Jamaican dollars will be of great assistance. It will contribute to 1, the payment of my lease agreements, seed funding, and purchase of fertilizers. Thank you.
Her pitch. I just want to thank Miss Lois. That was her pitch. Gyra Farm doing her thing. At this time, we're going to be handing over to Miss Tishawn Mullings, who will bring us through the rest of the proceedings.
Good afternoon again, everyone. All right, I'm sure we're in good spirits after all the awesomeness that we have seen, renewed hope about what is possible in Jamaica and what is possible in agriculture. So can I hear the room sounding like you are feeling those feelings? Can you put your hands together and raise a chair? Yeah, man, it's okay. Absolutely wonderful. So the reapers have reaped some rewards, and that's quite fitting. And so we want to recognize a number of the reapers. Well, all of them, all 30 reapers. Can we just have a hip, hip, hooray for all of them? Hip, hip. Absolutely, because they have all done exceptionally well. However, there are a number of special awards. I was going to tell you the number, but I like to keep it intense. So I won't tell you how many special awards yet. I'm just going to announce them, beginning with the first award, Most Active Entrepreneur. And I'm going to ask Custos of Mandeville, the Honorable Garfield Green. All right. So we'll have the Honorable Floyd Green, Minister of Agriculture, presenting this first award, Most Active Entrepreneur, from Divine Farms, Shanika Wallace Graham. A round of applause for her. All right, so we will honor her in her absence. Moving on to the second award for Most Innovative Business Practice. This goes to none other than Mr. Jermaine Bryan of Blueprint Technology. Congratulations, Mr. Bryan. Seems to have a big fan base here in and we'll hold the minister for another award. For Most Innovative Business Practice, this goes to none other than Brandon Campbell from Naturalist Limited. All right, we will continue with Most Punctual. You know, as business people, you must be on time, and farmers are one of the sets of persons that wakes up earliest in the morning to till the soil. So good practice. And this goes to none other than Minatural LLC, Malia Shen Morgan. Let's hear it for Malia. All right. And we now go to the award, and we have two of these, most likely to succeed in business. We have Orville McFarlane from Morris Mac Farming Limited. Let's hear it for Orville. Congratulations. So if I were you, I would start making friends with Orville during the networking section. Likely to be the next agribusiness billionaire in Jamaica. And I would also want to get to know, also for most likely to succeed, Mr. Keith Penado from Bavara Foods. He's not here today. You can try to find him on social media or somewhere and get friendly. I love this one. I've heard about Go Giver, but there's also, you tell me, Go Getter. The Go Getter Award goes to none other than Mr. Adrian Watson. And we should all say bzz, because he owns an apiary business, Mr. Watson. Buzzing while he goes and gets the Go Getter Award. While he mingles with the minister and makes his links to get some of that money and scholarships that was just announced, we will move on with the Team Builder Award. And this is for the most collaborative participant. This was actually voted by the fellow reapers. So this speaks volumes of the person who is getting this award, and it's none other than Miss Malia Shen Morgan from Minatural.
While this award is being presented, we're going to alert the reapers. The minister has to leave. We are going to ask you to quickly go to the stage.
We have
can do a
one
picture up.
One more award and then the picture up. All right. So this one is for the most outstanding entrepreneur. And this one goes to someone who got an award before, and it's none other than Minatural. Malia Shen Morgan. She's absolutely stunned. Quite unexpected. I think I'm going to come get to know you more after the ceremony. So we're going to ask all the awardees to come quickly. This is your moment to shine. Quickly, along with your plaques, please. That's what you were saying, right? Yeah. Then the team will join. Let's just have a second round of applause for all of them as a collective. Congratulations once more. We're going to ask you to remain as it's the REAP team will join you very quickly. Charlene, quickly. Thank you. You want to close it up a little? Raise it a little. Alia? Ladies and gentlemen, behold the future of Jamaica's agricultural sector. All right. Smile, Mr. Oliphant. After that speech. Thank you very much. All right. All right. So while we're continuing the photo ops, we're preparing for the presentation of certificates. And we're going to be having entertainment. The program is by no means over. And then you'll hear about some of our reapers who are in the room. All right, so while we're having that happening, we're going to do the presentation of certificates. So first we're going to have Costas, please join us. So we'll have Costas of Mandeville, Honorable Garfield Green, Manchester, sorry, helping us with the presentation of certificates to our reapers. Miss Nadia Johnson of Honeylicious. And she's followed by Mr. Jeffrey Smichael of Toadstool Limited. Miss Danielle Lewis of Gyre Farms. Let's hear it for her. They're busy, giving them time. Miss Citrina Atkinson of Gertis Agri-Produce. Let's hear it for her. She's coming. Mr. Adrian Watkinson of Honeybees Apiary. Miss Elaine Brown of AKB Fresh Produce. Mr. Elaine Brown. My apologies, Mr. Brown. AKB Fresh Produce. All right. Steve L. McKellop of Tropical Gold Bee Supplies and Services. Miss Shanika Wallace Graham of Divine Farms. Mr. Wayne Borrell of Willer Farms. Yolani Gale of Gale's Farm. Tony Ann Williams of Mosa Estate. All right. Is Malia still in the building? Still busy networking. And by now you know that's Miss Malia Shen Morgan of Minatural. Mr. Jermaine Brand of Blueprints Technology. And with that, we say thank you, Custos of Manchester, the Honorable Garfield Green. Thank you very much for doing us the honors. We're going to invite Councillor Oliphant to come forward now. Maybe for another speech on another day, but for now to do us the honors of distributing these certificates to the team members. So, you know, production like this, in the full sense of the word, I don't mean production meaning only what you're seeing today, but everything that would have gone into today must be the effort of a team and not any individual. So let's just take a quick moment now to still honor Miss Lanicia Roden. Let's just honor her, a round of applause. And I'm not going to say behind her, but alongside her has been an amazing team. All right. So we're going to call forward a few more reapers, and then we'll switch again to the team members. So Orville McFarlane of Morris Mac Farming Limited. A round of applause for Orville. Followed by Miss Renee Brumfield of Flora Natural. Then we have Shamor Lindsay of Sun City Farms. Thank you. Let's have a round of applause for Councillor Oliphant for assisting us there. So we're going to call forward CEO Lanicia Roden, who will help us with the certificates for the team members.
All right, thank you very much, Deshana.
Okay, so you would have seen the production today, but this is the end result, really. And it would not have been possible to have this celebration and this highlight if it was not for the team of the REAP Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program. And so today I want to highlight and just appreciate or show appreciation to the team members who are present physically. We do have team members who are in other countries. You would have met Kevin Langley from Entrepreneurs Across Borders, and we do have an intern who is all the way in France who is also joining us virtually. But for the ones who are physical, we will be giving them some certificates and just a little gift basket. Well, not basket, a little gift package. And I'm going to start with the first person, Nikisha Lu. And Nikisha, I'm sure all our guests would have met Nikisha, and all our reapers would know Nikisha because Nikisha really manages our administration. And it is a lot of work, but she does it well. And today I just want to say thank you, Nikisha. Thank you. She's also the content and communication strategist for Young Women and Men of Purpose. So congratulations. All right, then we have Miss Charlene McLaughlin. So Charlene is also one of our team members who assists, especially on the back end. Much appreciated, Charlene. Charlene usually reaches out to the reapers, whether in our WhatsApp group or via phone call. So thank you, Charlene. And then we have Miss Sonika Nito. Again, Sonika is one of our team members. She's one of our most youthful and probably newest team members. But we do appreciate the support and the work that you have done on the REAP program, Sonika. And we hope that you will also join us for other projects. Thank you. All right, so this team member, so Wayne Reed, Wayne has been a part of Young Women and Men of Purpose since its inception, and we celebrate 12 years this year on June 30th. In fact, next week is our birthday. And Wayne is an all-rounder. He was not directly on the team, but he supported where necessary, and we have seen your support and your work, Wayne, and it is appreciated, so thank you. Right, and this final award is for Mr. Robert David Shaw. So he is behind the camera, but we want to bring you forefront today because he has been he's a team member, he's a volunteer in YWAP, but he has also been our champion for anything related to media, technology, and he always shows up when we need him and always able to guide us in terms of how we can actually save recordings or memories of the activities and the events that we do. So thank you very much, David. We appreciate you.
A round of applause for David, of course. And so the next certificate of appreciation goes to someone that must have been driving the bus, steering the ship, whichever analogy works best for you, take that one. I'm so very proud to call her best friend and to see this just another of many, many productions of this nature. Since Nikisha has been a right hand. I'm sure you have a sentence or two to say.
Well, I have one sentence, and that is Lanicia Roden is extremely a remarkable individual. She has a big heart that is geared towards helping as many people as possible. We at YWAP really appreciate the work that she has done over the years, and we're truly, truly grateful for her as our boss lady, and we really interact with each other as a family. So a big round of applause to our CEO and founder.
We will also like to symbolically acknowledge that we have a plaque of appreciation for the U.S. Embassy Kingston. So let that be recorded. A round of applause for them and the amazing support that has powered this program here today. We have entertainment for you, but just before we bring the house down, because this is an Agri-Tech event, so everything about that says life and energy. If you love food, say, I'm not sure if this is the right room or not. Let me hear the persons who love food. Okay, at least one person in the corner.
I just have to interrupt my leader. I want to invite you, ma'am, to be a member of the JAS branch. And
Or do you mean Miss Lanicia?
all the farmers, all the reapers in here, I want you to sign up as members. I will sponsor it. And I'm inviting you to our AGM, which is next week, Wednesday, at the Anglican Church Hall. And all of you can have a little display just like you have here. I will give allowance for that, okay? It may not be that big, but you'll have a little space. And all members, I am sponsoring you as members of the JS for the next year.
A round of applause for Councillor Oliphant, giving direct access to the JAS to all our reapers. So please follow up. No opportunity should be missed. And as reapers, you have been well trained to reap, and continue reaping. All right, we're just going to do a very quick tour of the Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Hub. We're going to make it very brief and then come back to you with the vote of thanks and hopefully by then a bit of entertainment. So we'd like to have your eyes and attention. We're going to be starting from this end. So we're going to ask all the reapers responsible for each booth space to be in position as we're coming to talk to you now. And we're going to ask our audience to stay in position, but direct your attention. What's the name of your thing again? So we're going to go to him first. Then when you're ready.
The word Jireh is a biblical term with Hebrew origin, which means the Lord or Creator will provide. My name is Daniel Lewis, owner of Jireh Farms. And like most of us here, I come from very humble beginnings. I watched my parents give to and provide for us and others, even when they had very little for themselves. As a family, we struggled, but we were taught never to worry because the Lord will provide. After college, I started working in the corporate world and I realized that I could function, but I was not happy. I wanted to be financially and socially free. My journey started in 2016 with my quest to purchase small ruminants and start a farm. My parents always planted crops such as breadfruit, planting bananas, and etc. But I wasn't satisfied with the traditional backyard farming. I wanted to treat it as the lucrative and high-value business that it is. From that desire, God began to provide. We transformed our backyard into a full-fledged backyard farm with much more structure. We planted corns, sweet potatoes, okra, pumpkin, and this made me extremely happy. Individuals with valuable inputs was introduced to us. Video and online training sessions became accessible, and some of the relationships even formed out of nowhere. My main aim is to meaningfully contribute financially to the vulnerable, unattached, and by extension the economy, and provide comfort for my parents for the remainder of their years. With the scarcity and some glut we experienced last year in the pandemic, this led me to a simple research, and my heart bled when I found out how high our food import bill was for simple products that we can produce but is underproduced. I found out that up to 2019, Jamaica imported 21 million kilograms in produce, which is valued at 17 million US dollars. These imports include herbs and condiments, fruits and vegetables. This for me was alarming. Looking back, Gyre Farms produced over 2,500
for the backyard farmer that do not have the time to really take care of crops. So with this system, sourced from sustainably sourced materials, from recycled pallets and a recycled 55-gallon drum, and bamboo, which is the most recyclable plant wood material. This system is 20 plants, and only interaction you need with the system is feeding the fish and maintaining a proper feeding rate.
So I want you to tell them about what they're not able to see from that distance. So inside here, we're seeing fish, tilapia. What? Just tilapia?
Yes, just tilapia.
Okay. And then I want you to explain what is happening with this whole, I want to call it architecture for my lack of agricultural vocabulary. So I'm seeing different hoses.
So this pump carries the water to this bioreactor. It has a shade cloth material inside that would be a perfect source for microbes to grow. So this system, you grow your fish, your microbes, and your plants. Those are the 3 living organisms in the system.
So can somebody who is a non-expert have this set up in their garden?
Definitely. Only thing you need is a proper feeding rate and the right feed, and you'll be good to go. You set your plant and forget it.
So as Synergy Solutions, what do you do? Go around and provide these solutions for people?
Yes. My view with farming going forward, I see a decentralized system where there are more participants in farming, and I would like to start from the homes. So we want to bring these technologies into the homes and teach people about this type of technology while testing industrial type setups.
Thank you. Is there anything you want to share before we move on?
That's pretty much it.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, please follow my Instagram, Synergy Solutions, _Synergy Solutions. Thank you.
_Synergy Solutions. I want some of that synergy and those solutions in my backyard. I don't know about you. A round of applause for Synergy Solutions. All right. So now we're going to hear about Tropical Gold Bee Supplies and Services. So Mr. Stevell McKellop, tell us about what we're seeing on your display, maybe starting from one end to the other.
So Tropical Gold Bee Supplies and Services came about as a result of a passion for beekeeping and agriculture. started in 2011 with just 3 colonies of bees. I got a grant from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. And from that, today we are over 200 colonies. We started in Hanover, and now we are in different places in St. James and Hanover, right? The brand Tropical Gold came about because of the tropical climate that exists in Jamaica. And people always want good natural honey that is very tasty, right? So the name came about. So just as on honey is something that is similar to gold, it goes through a very intricate process. The time, the diligence that the bees take to produce this product is very similar to the way our men would mine gold, and we gave it this name. It's not just to sell honey and to make money, because if you have honey, you have money, we know that. However, our aim at Tropical Gold is to provide a product of high quality at best price that for people who are sick, who don't want to use sugar, for those who are cancerous, who want to give them a healthy product so that they can have this product. So therefore, we pride ourselves being Tropical Gold, right? And as our tagline says, honey, nature's golden healer, right? So we produce.
For this one, what's the price point?
So for this one, that's $750, right? And for the case, it's for 18,000.
18?
Yes, that's
All
24 bottles in the case.
24 bottles in a
and we
case.
have this one for 2,300.
2,300. With that one, I thought I was going to hear a US price. All right. With that one, when you say 2,000, I thought I was going to hear a US price.
No.
All
And
right.
for this is 1,200 Jamaican. And people have developed an affinity to our brand. They love it. And it's our aim for Tropical Gold to be a household name in Jamaica. That's our intention, right?
Yes.
So it's our aim to continue to expand the business. And I hope, and with our team, we have a great team, professional beekeepers who have number of years experience.
Yes.
I've had some good mentors over that have guided me, and I'm very confident that our business will receive great exploit. So here, myself and Selena Morris, my fiance, we currently operate the business together, and along with other members of my family and my team, and we are doing a great job. And we are very happy to be a part of the REAP program. I have gained some invaluable skill sets that have helped me to develop some intricate parts of my business, and I know that we will do great things in the future. So we want to say to all the persons who are watching live, get your bottle of Tropical Gold honey today.
Thank you, Tropical Gold Bee Supplies and Services.
That's right.
So if we want to set up our own colonies,
you can always reach out to me because I also offer consultancy services.
Consultancy plus the products. And what's the contact for you?
You can contact me at 437-0869, or you can email me at 127stevemac@gmail.com.
Yes.
Or you can also reach out to us via the email address for the company, which is right here. So you can also reach us at tropical7gold@gmail.com. We'll be more than happy to answer your question and to offer you product or any service that you may so desire. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Mr. McKellogg. All right. We're buzzing on to Mr. Adrian Watkinson of Honey, Bees, and Apiary. So, Mr. Watkinson, I want you to tell us, Mr. Watson, tell us what's buzzing in your corner.
So I'm Adrian Watson of Honeybees Apiary, where we try to sweeten lives naturally. And so I'm establishing a social enterprise that does 3 things. We provide beekeeping products such as wax, as you can see on my table. I'm fresh out of honey because I'm an urban beekeeper. My constituency bought up all of my honey before I got here.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah. So they're very into their honey.
Business is buzzing.
Right. And so the final thing that I offer is training, and where I was able to offer training to 22 students between the ages of 16 to 24.
Yes.
Some of them are from low-income families, wards of the state in transition from state care, and also persons who are benefiting from the child diversion from the criminal justice system. I was able to connect one of them with a grant in last year.
Wow.
Yes, so he got a grant of $100,000 Jamaican.
Yes.
So that's a big success story. And all of my students were awarded a certificate in the profession from heart.
Absolutely
Right.
wonderful.
And the last thing I am working on is, if on my screen, is using a computer numeric router to create beehives out of bamboo. I couldn't carry it today because I came on the bus. So you have to be where you're needed. And so I just brought the pictures with me.
And now we understand why Mr. Watson would have won the Go-Getter Award. Not just a go-getter, but also a go-giver. I would have mentioned that earlier without knowing the story of what you're doing in terms of transforming the lives through your business.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Watson. Would you like to share anything with any young person who may be listening and they want to do something similar?
Keep striving. It might take you a while. This morning, the UK embassy told me that I got a Shielding scholarship to go and study, right, to further my education in conservation and land management, which one of the areas is in beekeeping, the research aspect of beekeeping.
Well, from one Chevening scholar to another, I'm just back from Chevening. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
And I hope somebody will be taking care of your business while you're away.
Yeah, my family will be taking up the mantle.
Fabulous. All the best. Thank you, Mr. Watson. A round of applause again for Mr. Watson. And then. All right, so now we're with Mr. Orville McFarlane of Morris Mac Farming Limited. And he also has a wonderful setup. So I want you to go ahead and tell the people a little bit about what Morris Mac Farming Limited does, and then take us through what we're seeing here.
All right, good day, everyone. Well, we at Morris Mac, we are a hydroponic farming company. We grow iceberg and romaine lettuce in hydroponically. So this is a small model of our farm, because our farm is a big farm, 10,000 plant system, so we cannot bring it up here. So
Wow.
I designed a model to show you guys what we do on our farm. These are 2 weeks old lettuce. So we design a stand to put the 3-inch pipes, and we have a reservoir with the water. The water has nutrients, oxygen, and a small pump. And
Wow.
that feed at one end of the pipes, and it exits at the other end. So these are actually living lettuce.
So this is the size of lettuce at only 2 weeks old.
2 weeks old.
And how many weeks does it take for it to be fully mature?
Some time of the year it is 4 or 5 weeks, and most time it's 6 weeks.
6 weeks for us to be able
Fully
to
mature.
reap it.
Yeah.
Okay. And can this be set up by somebody that's not an expert?
Definitely. There's no rocket science. It's just pipes. You guys know regular household pipes, and there's some fittings, and you're good to go.
So you hear that everybody just get some pipes and fittings, and voila, you'll have this kind of setup like what Mr. McFarlane has here. So do you offer the service of also helping to set up this kind of thing, or just selling the lettuce?
Yes, we do. So if you also need a system, small system like this, you can contact us at morrismac365@gmail.com, or you can follow us on Instagram, which is morrismac365_hydro, and we can give you a quotation, and we even do training and consultation to set up small system like this, and we go right across the island.
All right, and if I want to buy some lettuce?
You can visit our farm or contact us and tell us how much pounds you need, and we bring it straight to your doorstep.
All right, anything else you want to share before we move on?
Go and follow us on Instagram and reach out to us.
Thank you, Mr. McFarlane. Voila, get some pipes, and I'll have one of those. All right. So we're moving on to Miss Renee Brown Miss Renee Brumfield.
Thank you.
Of Flora Natural. So Miss Brumfield, tell us about Flora Natural.
Well, Flora Natural was started to be an example to young people. I've worked with young people for quite a number of years, and I decided to start Flora Natural because I wanted it to be for young people to understand that we can actually use the resources that are readily available to us for us to gain financial stability. So that's the reason why I started Flora Natural. And so we've used the castor beans, castor trees that are readily available in everybody's backyard here in Jamaica, to make castor oil that is so needed, especially on the international markets.
All right, so everything on the table here is castor oil.
Right.
All right, is there a difference between this one in the white bottle outside of the size and this one?
No, so it's just, I only produce castor oil on a large scale.
Yes.
I produce large scale castor oil for persons within the cosmetic industry. So we have different sizes. So this is a 4 ounce, 8 ounce, and we have a bigger bottle, the 1 gallon. Okay.
All right, and who do you usually sell to? You said large scale. Can people buy individual bottles, or do you have to buy in bulk?
Yes, you can buy individual bottles, and you can buy in bulk as well. So I usually sell to persons within the cosmetic industry, the hairdressers, persons who are starting their own businesses, their own cosmetic lines, persons like that.
And what do people usually use your product for?
A lot of persons use it for hair growth and to moisturize their hair, as well as, persons use it, especially the older persons, they use it for arthritis, for joint pain, and just something that they can have in their house if they are not feeling well and they want to, quote unquote, wash out, they can take it. Right?
All right. I did not know that you could take a washout using castor oil. Yes. And for our audience that's not Jamaican, a washout is like a total body cleanse.
Right.
Right. And castor oil can do that for you, at least the one that you get from Flora Natural.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Miss Renee Brown and all the Bromfield.
Yes, and you can find me on social media at Flora Natural JA, as well as you can contact me at floranatural@gmail.com. Not yet.
If you're married to a man called Mr. Brown, call me a prophet and let me know. All right, thank you, Miss Renee Bromfield.
All right,
all the best.
You.
Let me come on. Yes. You ready? You are Nadia? Yes, I am. We're going to handle the products at some point so they can zoom in. Okay.
All right. Okay. So we're with Miss Nadia Johnson from Honey Luscious.
Licious.
From Honey Licious. Say it again for me.
Honey Licious.
All right. So you have to say it with a spunk. So from Honey Licious. Because everything over here looks so luscious and delicious. And delicious. She's full of the know what in your honey that makes it different.
First of all, my honey is all natural. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's all natural. And that in itself is what puts it above the rest. No additives.
All right.
Straight honey.
Straight honey, all natural. And what do people usually use your honey product to do?
And that's the beauty of honey. Honey is one of those products that can be used internally and externally. So you can use it as a face mask. You can use it as a wash. You can use it in your teas, cook with it, drink it, anything.
Yeah.
That's honey.
I've also been told that honey is good for eczema, and I used it on my scalp for a while, and it actually did work.
It does.
Right? I'm seeing other products on the table, like, for example, soaps.
Right.
So tell us about your soaps.
All right. So the one you have in your hand is the turmeric, charcoal, and ginger.
Yes.
All the soaps have honey in it, first of all. And
Yes.
honey is a humectant. It's a natural moisturizer.
Yes.
All right. So the turmeric helps you with dark circles under your eyes, spots on your face, eczema, you name it. That's what this soap is for. Then you have the neem, tea tree, natural products again, all natural. And again, this helps you with women, wrinkles, boosts your collagen. Sorry. Helps with wrinkles, boosts the collagen and the elastin in the skin. And
or
then-
our men too, right? Because
Yes,
you keep
ma'am.
saying women. Don't our men need to have beautiful skin as well?
I'm so sorry. It's because women are more. Oh, give her. I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
So our soaps are both for men and women. Our soaps are for both men and women.
Yes.
And it's just usually because women are more beauty focused, but it's really
Right.
for the total.
All sexes.
All sexes.
And is this one the same?
All right, that's honey, oatmeal, and milk.
Yes.
And that is for more sensitive skin.
Fabulous. Do you have anything else in terms of products that you want to share with us?
All right, well, just to tell you that we're offering a line now of honey with the comb inside.
Ooh.
Because
All
you know
right.
the honeycomb comes with royal jelly, pollen, nectar, all of those natural, beautiful ingredients.
Awesome. So when we have the honey with the comb in it, is it stronger? Is it?
You just get additional benefits.
Additional benefits. All right. So honey with the comb, what's the price difference for honey with the comb?
All right. So the honey with the comb is for 18.
Yes.
This is for 2.7.
Yes.
And the natural honey alone is for 15.
1,500. So what's next for Honeylicious?
Honeylicious wants to get into powdered honey, actually. So that's where we're aiming. Because
All right.
powdered honey is better for the baking industry on a whole.
All right. So if you're a baker, you're into that kind of thing, look out for Miss Nadia Johnson and Honeylicious coming out with the honey powder. All the best on your entrepreneurial journey.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and give her a round of applause. We normally say. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, this chair.
Okay. Product.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I want to tell you my company's vision. I want to tell you my company's vision. So. Yeah. Yeah. Me natural. Oh, Malia.
So we have a lot of M's here. We're with Malia from Minatural. And Malia copped 3 awards today. How do you feel? Congratulations.
Thank you. I feel very happy, grateful, and surprised. I really thought maybe I'm going to get 1 award, but 3, I wasn't expecting that.
And for a woman who has been in business for a little bit of time but have achieved major success, you must have a vision. What's the vision behind Minatural?
Our vision is to be Earth's most loved, clean, and safe beauty company that provides natural and organic products that are sustainable and of premium quality.
Sustainable and of premium quality. I love it. So I'm getting excited because I think one time long ago you gave me a beauty bar and it was so wonderful. It made my skin feel like heaven, right?
It does.
Now,
it's infused with a lot of amazing natural ingredients such as silk, shea butter, avocado oil, everything to help your skin so that you can have that flawless look.
right. So if you want to look as flawless as Malia, you might want to try the Minatural Beauty Bar. I'm also seeing here
Those
Malia.
are mood oils. So they're mood oils and also they help with pain, sinuses, there's happiness oil, sensational oil. So it all started, well, with my dad having pains and he couldn't find anything to help him. And also with COVID,
persons get depressed, and this is a happiness oil. So just smell the oil and tell me how you feel.
Woo! I'm not gonna lie about it. It really gives me that immediate boost.
Right, and there are other oils to help you keep calm if you're having problems sleeping. It really helps.
All right. And I'm seeing
These are hand and foot masks. Yeah, it's made with aloe vera and seaweed, and it works with our socks and gloves. So with COVID, over sanitizing your hands, so you moisturize your hands or just massage this into your hands and also your feet. Then you put the socks and gloves on for approximately 20 minutes, or you can have it overnight.
All right, so these are the socks and gloves that goes with the hand and foot mask.
Right.
All right, so if you want a full, not just beauty, but care from head to toe, that's all natural, you know exactly where to go. Malia with Me Natural. Thank you, Malia. All the best on your entrepreneurial journey.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Jermaine from...
Where can we find you online?
You can find us on Instagram at menatural.love, or you can go on our website at menatural.love, or Facebook at menatural.love.
I almost thought you said menatural.love one of the time, but it's .love.
Yeah, it's .love.
So menatural.love on all social platforms, email, everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Malia. All the best on your entrepreneurial journey.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, just put him on. Say the official thank you. Say thank you and he just close it. So, entertainment, because I don't want people to leave, you understand? And then just call him entertainment. By Randall, so yeah. So after Randall, yeah. What happens after Randall? Then we close. Inviting on first, and then we do the thank you after the end officially. Since it's recorded properly. All right, everyone. So after being educated and entertained by all our, I'm sure bring the curtains down with some entertainment. And I'm sure you may have felt an energy lift in the room when our entertainer walked in. We're going to have time for networking. I know you're engaged in conversations and you don't want to let it go. But we're going to ask you to come back really quickly. We have some special persons that we have to thank officially for the records. And we also want to have our entertainer grace us with his presence. Yes, thank you. I love it. The energy and the networking, we don't want to stop, but let's just close properly and then open again for networking. So let me just take the opportunity to welcome a friend, a brother, a man that is known all across Jamaica as the positive vibration. And I'm sure you would have heard of him. You would have seen his initiatives. And if you were watching television Jamaica closely in recent times, you would have seen that he also launched a TV show. So here to bring you energy, vibes, and entertainment is none other than the one and only Mr. Rondell Positive. Make him welcome.
Great afternoon. We reach afternoon. How is everybody doing? All right? All right? We're stressed out. Are there any teachers in the house? You're a teacher and you don't look like a teacher. You know that teacher have a look. Teachers, yeah, you're a teacher too, sir. You look like you change how teacher look. Y'all change how teachers look right now. Good something. That means we're going on good, man. Because if a so teacher look now, Jamaica go on good. I used to be a teacher, and because I want to change how I look, I have to leave it alone. Because I was getting too old too quick. See me. Marlon, I could start up here, so no. Did I say good afternoon? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, mommy said I must always have manners because manners take you through the world. So I had a challenge to get here. It was such a challenge. I've never seen so many trucks in my entire life. And them just block the road and all manner of things. But we reach. To God be the glory. Somebody said to God be the glory. Yeah, Marlon, let's start up here, so no? Congratulations again, Lanisi and the whole family, on being the people who are transforming Jamaica, being the people who are doing exactly what we need to do. Give me some more, right, please. Enough more. Enough more. Wally Power in the room. You play it like a me alone. Thank you so much. Somebody just put your hand over your head, so no, please. Just put your hand over your head, head. Whoever. Whoa, somebody go so cover me under your blood. Cover me under your blood, under your blood, under your blood. Somebody say he's all over me and he's keeping me alive. Somebody just say, somebody just say, say all over me. Now God is able to keep us from falling from every attack. When the devil start tempting, from danger seen and unseen, he's my help. Watch me good, so when the enemy comes upon me like a flood, God raise a standard, cover me under the blood, under the blood, under the blood, all over me, all over me, all over me, and he's keeping. Somebody just say, somebody just say, say he's all over me, all over me. Now, somebody just say, you can mix Marlon. Hold on there. Say God, you turn a mess into a message on the messenger, right? Committed to the journey, some and go backslide. Looking through the spirit and not physical eyes. Ooh, to God me testify, hold on there. Now me and the work, I gotta be boss. Whole life he endorse. Take me from the mud and put me in a A-class. Yes, him a the boss. Rearrange my life, I should be dead. He's all over me, all over me, and he's keeping. Somebody just say, somebody just say, all over me, all over me. Somebody just say, Lord Jesus. So if it wasn't for God's grace, tell me where I would have. Say wrapped up, tied up, lost in sin, no peace. Well, you don't know how far I'm coming from and where I could have been. Well, I remember when Terry put the fish gun in on me head, him index finger upon the trigger, press it. Could have dead, remember when? Through drugs and gun, me could have lose me like, but God, all over me, all over me, all over me, all over me. Jesus Christ is keeping. Jesus Christ is keeping. Say all over me. Say all over me. Say all over me. So put it up. Just put it over your head and start go so cover me, cover me, cover me, cover me. Cover me, cover me, under your blood, Lord. Under your blood. Somebody just say, under your blood. Under your blood, Lord. Under your blood. Somebody say, he's all over me. We give praises to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. Alpha and Omega. Yeah. One and only true and living God. The God who is God all when you're not believing in him. Him still believing in you. You hear what I just say? Even when your mother let you down and your mother not believe no more. Even if you don't believe in him, him still believe in you. Because him place image and likeness of himself in you. So when him see you, him don't even see you, him see himself. Why? Marlon without the mirror. Don't play it yet. I love these kind of events, and I make every effort to be a part of events like these because I came into the understanding of who I am as a Jamaican, and I recognize that I, Randall, are the greatest on earth because I have responsibility for every individual who is born on earth. You know something that said before God before God and the next word is I. You don't have to say nothing. The next word is I. I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body in the service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, work diligently and creatively, think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may. So that Jamaica may. Man of that Jamaica, no Jamaicans in the room. So that Jamaica may. That is how. That is actually where. So that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship and prosperity. I wanted to be here when the minister was here, you know. Because we can't get to prosperity until we reach beauty and fellowship. If you run God the end of the race first, you have to go start over. Them never hear Randall say a while ago, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of Jamaica. Not so. The welfare of every human being that ever born on earth. You that, sir. That is your purpose. That's why your mother and your father met in Jamaica, and you were born in Jamaica. See, the purpose of a thing is wrapped up in the thing. That is why every seed is carrying the tree with the fruits, with more seeds. Once it gets the right environment, seed become tree, tree become fruits, possessing more seeds. So I found out who I am as a Jamaican, and that's why I talk so boldly. If you check it, anything that you do as a Jamaican, just take over the world. If a Jamaican choose to tell a lie, is the liest person in the world. If a Jamaican choose to thief, nobody can thief like him. If a Jamaican choose to be a killer, is a world-class killer. If a Jamaican ever find himself, everything that he puts his hand on impacts the entire world. Final thing I'll say before I sing the next song. A couple of weeks ago, I saw a Jamaican youth who never experienced snow in Jamaica participate in an event that is a snow event, and he won gold. Let me just say, your products, Jamaican, the world waiting. Anytime the world meet them. So these kind of events, I love them because I see Jamaicans creating answers and not finding faults. Because like it or not, the answer is one place. Every problem that you see, sir, is because the answer is looking right back at you. Ready, Marlon? In the mirror. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. People seeing problems. Well, I see solutions. Look at the faces. Most times looking in the wrong places. The answers in the mirror. The mirror. In the mirror. Oh yeah. Say the answers in the mirror. The mirror, mirror, mirror. In the mirror, mirror, mirror. Oh yeah. Are we living in a selfish world with self-centered men, women, boys and girls? Caught in self-pity, seeking self-justice. Every human come subscribe to this. Choose to help others. Don't be self-serving. Better to give than receive. It's more rewarding. Born to lead in an area of gifting. No excuse. Walk in your calling. We are the change that we want to see. Oh yeah. We can change the world, but it takes the you and me. I am the change that I want to see. Watch me change the world. I said to watch me change the world. The answer's in the mirror. The mirror. In the mirror, 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 mirror. Oh yeah. The answer's in the mirror. In the mirror, mirror, mirror. In the mirror, 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 mirror. Hey. It's not a black and white thing, but a dark and light thing. Ignorance am I light and knowledge am fighting. Get this right, king, you're not a peasant, you're a king. Stop fussing over dirt. Color of your skin greater than your outside. Image that's within God's character likeness. Lightning you're shining, don't conform, be transformed. You are a world changer. You are a world changer. Oh, we are the change that we want to see. We can change the world. It takes you and me. I am the change that I want to see. Watch me change the world. Anybody in this room is a change agent. The answer's in the mirror. The mirror. The mirror, 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 mirror. Oh yeah. The answer's in the mirror. In the mirror. In the mirror, mirror, mirror. Heard the mirror say hello, take a look. Tell me what you see. Don't point a finger, one comes back at me. Mirror. Oh, the mirror. The answer's in the mirror. In the mirror. The mirror, mirror, mirror. Oh, yeah. The answer's in the mirror. The mirror. The mirror, mirror, mirror. Oh yeah. We are the change we want to see. We can change the world, but it takes the you and me. We are the change, yeah, yeah. We want to see, oh yeah. We can change the world. We can change the world. I say we can change the world. We are the change, yeah. We want to see. We can change the world. It takes the you and me. We are the change, yeah, yeah, yeah. We want to see. We can change the world. It takes the you and me. It takes the you and me. Somebody in the room will believe it. Talk to somebody, say it takes you and me. It takes you and me. So every problem that you see, stop pointing out the problem and recognize that you are here as a solution. Every time you meet a problem, recognize that you met it just because it needed to be solved. You see, they train us to run away from problems and don't love problems. But the wealthiest people on earth solve problems. The shoes that you're wearing, somebody solve a problem and then take your money. Yeah. You see, two brothers went to India. One looked and he saw millions of barefooted people, and the other one looked and saw a huge shoes business. Yeah. Marlon, no, with the overcomer. No, give me the one I name Born to Make It now. It's that kind of atmosphere. It's a place where the people must recognize that. Hey, I love Jamaica, you know. I love Jamaica more than even my family. I recognize, say, yeah, God say if you love the nation. Watch this, quick. Honey, Jamaican honey, worldwide. Castor oil, Jamaican castor oil, worldwide. I have a TV show on TVJ. May I come feature some honey, you know? Yeah, me come talk about what go on in Jamaica, the good things of Jamaica, because every time you turn on the news where you hear 5 dead, house burned down, man chop up woman. The devil is a liar. Whole heap of good things are going on in Jamaica. If good are going on here, I don't say good. Good are going on here. This what I minister to them. This is good. Somebody said this is good. Lord, that's why I love you, you know. Even though I'm vexed because you reach back Jamaica and you know come check me, I may not even know. This morning I get phone call and I'm in Mandeville. I love you same way still. Well, Jamaicans and we're born to make it. You were in London, right? And when you're in London, don't everybody want to come? Everybody want to have something to do with you? That is because you have a nationality that is spelled Jamaican. Tell them Rondell says so. You hear, sir, the next time you go foreign, you know what already say. Everybody want to know what the Jamaican do. And if you come in a them foreign place, them want you to cook, even though I feed them place and I feed them food. Them must say, cook, can't you cook Jamaican? I want to have Jamaican. Some of them never reach Jamaica yet. They must hear the name. Greatest country on earth. Greatest people on earth. Lord have mercy. You don't believe it? You believe it? Greatest people on earth. Born to make it, man. We heading to our purpose. And nothing can stop us now. We were born to make it. We were born to make it. I say, I'm heading to my purpose. And nothing can stop. It's a Jamaican song, real reggae music. Turn up the bass some more, make the people them feel reggae drop. Lord, Lord, Lord. Say I was born with dominion. Created to rule the world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am a reflection of my Father's perfection upon the earth. Oh, Lord, Lord. And I'm walking with authority. You see, I'm living the word. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, with my mind transformed like a fire. Spirit is stirred. Down I'm on the hill. I say I'm going through the process. But it's the journey to my purpose. You that. Soar to the highest heights. You were born to make it. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're going through your process, COVID-19. But it's the journey to your purpose. We're gonna soar to the highest heights. We were born to make it. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Many are the plans that have in my heart, but rather your purpose. Cause it's my cause, God. Your kingdom come, oh Lord. Your will be done, oh Lord, as it is in heaven. So it's gonna be on this earth. Well, I won't wait until this time is over. I'm pregnant with purpose. I'm ready to deliver. Now it's my time. Ready to shine like real gold. Jamaican gold heading to my process. The journey to my purpose. I'm gonna soar to the highest heights. I was born to make it, going through the process. But it's the journey to my purpose. I'm gonna soar to the people who know that they're on their way to purpose. Say this, say this. Say, I'm heading to my purpose. Heading to my purpose. I'm gonna make it. Nothing can stop me. Business lady, speak over yourself. Speak over yourself. Speak over yourself. Somebody say it again. Somebody say, I'm heading to my purpose. And nothing's gonna stop me. I was born to make it. I was born to make it. Somebody shout out a yes, Spanish. Somebody say yes. Say yeah, yeah. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Say, I was born to make it. Say, I was born to make it. Somebody say, I was born to make it. Say, I was born to make it. I was born to make it, Marlon. I was born to make it, yeah. I was born to make it. And nothing can stop me. I was born to make it, and nothing can stop me. Come I'm more than a conqueror, I'm leaving with that. You were born to make it, and nothing is supposed to stop you. Yeah? A Benz car cannot be a Toyota car. And if you have a Benz car, you wouldn't carry it to Toyota to repair it. Is that true? Or may I say that makes sense? You can only be you. Don't try to be Lanicia. Don't try to be Randall. Only one of this lovely, handsome gentleman you see right here. And one of this make 79 billion of these exist. See this one? One. Put a bare one. Who's that? Can't be this. Oh. You are that unique. If we're going to take over the world. I pray. I want to sing the last song quickly. Every time I go to places, I say some things that nobody would say. So when I say I wanted to be here when the minister was here, because I've been challenged to tell Jamaica who Jamaica is. And every Jamaican. That is why I was born. I came to the discovery of that. So you see, every Jamaican, it is not a joke. Don't you know that before they make that camera, them have to design it and complete it and then put it in a package? Before Jamaica was Jamaica in 1962, they had to sit down and decide what Jamaica was going to be. And when they were sitting down and deciding what Jamaica was going to be, this is what they say. We are a country that do not want any information on earth to control us and tell us how to work. Knowledge send us from above, from outside of the earth. Every Jamaican was created to tap into knowledge that is not earthly. You alone, greater than the US president right now. Why? The United States, their pledge say, we the 50 states, and your pledge, you alone say, I am responsible for advancing the entire human race. The CIA there? I just know say them will trouble me if them hear what I say. It's all right if them hear what I say. I love them. Yeah, man. For real. Listen to their pledge and listen to yours. Every one of them come together and say, we, the union, and Lanicia alone, and Tishana alone, and that man alone, and that lady alone say, I pledge to advance the welfare of every human being that is born. It's only a pity you don't know how great the person who is sitting on the chair that you're sitting. Lord Marlon, nothing can stop them. Let go the more than a conqueror, make me drop it and go home. Say we more than conqueror. No trials, no tribulation. I want to big up this one. Onilicious, big up Onilicious. Onilicious, Jamaican product, big up Onilicious. Me natural. Only Jamaica you can't find this. Say we more than conquerors. Let me see what going around here, sir. Tropical gold honey. Only Jamaica you can't find this made. No. Where's it? Yo, where's the bees there? God no. Marlon, pull up, Marlon, pull up. Jamaica trendsetter. Oh no, listen to me. A trendsetter. You see this today? This setting the trend that gets the youth of Jamaica heading in the right direction. Let it go again, Marlon. I want to talk over them. Let's search them out. Honeylicious. Honeylicious, that's her name. Honeylicious Jamaica. Stay there. Me natural. Me natural, only in Jamaica. Greatest African diaspora, Jamaica. Tropical gold honey, Jamaica. Synergy Solutions, Jamaica. Yo, Jamaica. Let me go around here, sir. What would I say? What? Yo, pull up again, selector. Yo, somebody say world class honey. Jamaican honey, world class. Jamaican honey, world class honey. The best honey in the world, Jamaican. Ready again. What is boss?
Beeswax.
Lord have mercy. Beeswax, Jamaica. The best beeswax in the world. Just I tell them so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty. Watch me. We said trend how you deal with lettuce. Jamaica said trend. Ha! How you deal with lettuce without soil. Yeah. And no matter where else in the world you can do it, it can't taste like the one we come from Jamaica. Straight. Reach on to the last place. Flora natural, Lord. Real black castor oil. When I say Jamaica, I know the world I wait upon this. Straight. Greatest. You never ask, because I can't go foreign without Carson. If I go foreign without castor oil, my sister-in-law mad. What I say is, you have been exposed today to some of the greatest things happening in the entire world today, on the planet, in Mandeville, Jamaica. All courtesy of YWAP and YMAP. See, it's called REAP, Agri-Tech Entrepreneurship Program. Yeah, watch me good. At Jamaica, the thing I go on. Jamaica, the thing I go on. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. My name is Randall Positive. Such a pleasure being here to just talk over on the life. Me no mad here, sir. Me I watch you look at me like me a madman. Me no mad. I'm not a madman, I'm just Jamaican. And I understand it. Marlon, let it go. Let me just sing one line and go home. We more than conquerors. Respect. Blessed love. Respect. Respect. Enough respect. Say we more than conquerors. Say we more than conquerors. Worldwide. See when the enemy comes at me like a flood, thought I'd lose hope, throw in the towels and give up. First love, power that you gave me, Lord, through your blood. You clothed me with righteousness, made me victorious. Heart of thanksgiving I must declare, you're glorious. Bless me with the power. Tread upon scorpions, already a winner. Do you know who you are? We are more than conquerors. Conquerors.
More than a conqueror. That's who I am. More than a conqueror.
Much love and appreciation and respect. Such a pleasure being here with you today. Give thanks. And remember, you're Jamaican and you're great. Full stop. You are great. Full stop. And I declare that all of them people here, all of these different companies, want to go and go take over the world. Honeylicious. Did you hear what I just said? Honeylicious. Honeylicious. I love the name. Honeylicious. Big up on yourself. Tropical Cloud. Big up yourself. Big up the honey master over there, sir. My time is up. My name is Randall Positive. Bless you. Thank you for having me.
On two. With all of that said, we could just all go home and say we would have had a wonderful day. But we can't leave without saying thank you to some very, very special persons that made all of this possible. So since he just concluded, can we all just show some love and appreciation to Mr. Rondell Positive for lots of energy, positive vibes, and lessons that we did not even anticipate from the entertainment segment. Can you agree? All right, we want to say thank you also to Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, the Honorable Floyd Green.
We'd also like to say thank you to the Custos of Manchester, the Honorable Garfield Green.
We want to say thank you to the Acting Public Affairs Officer of the U.S. Embassy in Kingston, Ms. Sharshari Slumka, the name that gave lots of people trouble today. We also want to say thank you to Councillor Jones Oliphant that represented the mayor here today. We want to say thank you to all the members of the media and the technical team. It was not easy today to have this hybrid event. So can we hear a round of applause for the technical team that made sure this event was carried?
And most of all, we want to say a hearty thank you to all our reapers who are here today and those who are also tuning in online. Without you, this would not have been possible. Give yourselves a round of applause.
All the friends it down to support them. Also, we want to express appreciation to
last and by no means least. Is it that way? A big thank you to the YWAP YMOP team who made this whole event come together. We say thank you so much.
Yes, and we do recognize that for their success beyond today to be possible, we will need to continue supporting them. Our funders and partners that made this possible. We also want to express thanks to Mr. Kevin Langley. All right. So with that said, we want to open the floor for networking, for refreshments, and just lots of niceness as we bring the curtains down. Nikisha, do you want to share anything else with them?
I just want to say thank you once again to everyone who made today possible. Really appreciate the effort that you took in getting here. And like Tishana said, enjoy the refreshments that are being served and enjoy the rest of your week, guys. We thank you so much.
And sorry, I must say this. I want to say thank you to the Masters of Ceremonies, Mr. Wayne. Where is he? Did he leave?
I think so.
Right, so we want to say thank you to Mr. Wayne Reed and Miss Nikisha Lowe that brought us through the first half of the program quite ably. A round of applause for them, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
have a great day and God bless.
Yeah, take care.
Do you want to say something?